Hello, my name is Zoe from Zoe Money Energy, and I would like to teach you a kundalini set today that is geared towards opening up your channels to receive prosperity and wealth. This Kriya, which is what we call a kundalini set, is designed to invoke the wealth of the universe. So it kind of clears through channels, opens up and expands your centers and your auric body, and allows for more opportunities for more wealth to come through to you, however that's going to show up for you. So it's actually about 15 minutes of exercises after a couple of warm-ups, and these are going to be 3 minutes each. So they can be a little bit arm intensive, but don't let that put you off unless you don't really want more wealth, then maybe put it off. But yeah, so about 3 minutes per part. So if it's a bit tough, only got 3 minutes to get through there. And I've chosen this set today to Sobagh Kriya to allow us to just kind of expand in this current energy. We're about to shift into more creative energy right now. And so what better way to do that and to expand your field right now, to take advantage of that. We use this one as a prosperity meditation, is expanding not just your opportunity to receive, but also to give, because if you're giving, you're also able to give more. If you're receiving more, you're able to give more. So that's more maybe giving in terms of people in need. That can be giving your time, that can be giving more love, and that can also be doing things like being able to give an opportunity for work, for expanding how your business grows. So just tapping into that. If you'd like to join me, we're going to be doing a couple of warm-ups, the 5 exercises for the practice, and then at the end I'm going to use my light language that I channel, and this will be used today to expand and embed the practice that we're doing today. So create, maybe shift out of the way anything that I feel for the collective that is in the way to us being able to receive the best that we can, everything that's being able to be delivered to us from the universe. So we're going to start off with our tuning in. So if you're new to Kundalini, we use the tune in Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we use this as a way to kind of, center ourselves, kind of start the practice. But it's also just a good reminder to kind of make sure that your higher self is present. We do this by singing the mantra 3 times. And I would invite you to just join in. If you could just making an approximation of sounds, just kind of join in as best you can. As you practice, you'll get used to it. Of course, if you know it, then just belt it out as normal. For me, this is a really important start of the practice, to just allow us to really kind of drop into ourselves and say, okay, I'm present right now, I'm ready for this. So I'm going to just ask you now to just bring your palms together. I'm going to place them at the heart space with your thumbs touching the breastbone tightly, and then just your palms pressed together a little bit as well there. You're closing your eyes. Just first of all, just take an inhale here. And exhale, just kind of drop into the space. Let go of anything that's no longer needs to be part of this practice. And we're going to inhale to tune in for Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. And just while you're holding here, just to kind of just check in, check your higher self is present, that you are present and ready for this 30-minute-ish class. And exhale. And now also going to use the protection mantra. And if you're not familiar with this one, again, you can approximate the sounds, or you can allow me to do this on your behalf. But as we're doing it, I just want you to kind of imagine, as I'm going through it, in 4 parts that we'll do 3 times. And what I like to do with each of those 4 parts is imagine a bright white light going from the earth up to the universe. First at my right side, then behind me, then to my left, and then in front, creating 4 pillars of light of protection over you. And it's at this opportunity that you can invite anyone from your light family, support, anyone, the angels, whatever you believe in, whatever you have in your support realm, to come in and amplify the session for us today. And inhale. Satguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Satguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Satguru Name, Jugatguru Name, Satguru Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. And while you're holding, like to imagine those 4 bright pillars of light swirling together overhead, creating an energy dome of protection over you. And exhale. Okay, so now that we're tuned in, ready to get going, and we're going to start with just a couple of warm-ups just to kind of clear the energy a little bit from anything that might be in your way. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with Sufi grind. So we're going to do that by going first anti-clockwise for 90 seconds and then clockwise the other way. And we're going to be doing this kind of movement around. You've got a straight spine and your chin is tightly stuck, so you're not kind of in this kind of place. And then you're just rotating around. We're really just freeing up now the lower spine. I'm just going to get the timer on us here. And as you're inhaling, going forward as you inhale and exhale backwards, your eyes are closed. And as you're inhaling, you're thinking to yourself Sat, and you're thinking yourself Nam on the exhale. So Sat inside your mind, Nam. And you're doing that to kind of remind yourself that you are your own true divine seer. So inhale forward, exhale backwards. I'm just going 90 seconds, but kind of just really focus your attention at the lower spine and just kind of freeing up any stagnant energy that may have become trapped there. You know, this can come from all types of things, from, you know, spousal disputes to, you know, the kids not picking up toys, or work giving you a headache because they asked you to do a report at short notice. Whatever it is, you're just going to kind of like free it up and almost imagine it like bubbles rising to the surface as it leaves your spine. So also feel your organs moving there, so it's very good for digestion. And now just to reverse the direction, going clockwise now, Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale, inhale forward, exhale backwards. And just continuing to free up that lower spine and any energy down there, releasing. Can sometimes be helpful to kind of consciously place your energy at the root chakra, then sacral, then solar plexus as you release. This is a great exercise to do every day. I do it every day just to kind of massage the organs and just to kind of give my spine that opportunity to kind of release any stuck energy, any kind of a spinal stuckness that may be there. I think that's a word, right? Spinal stuckness. The last 15 seconds here. Really go in deep there as you're releasing. And just ask you to come back to center now. Take a deep inhale. Feel the clearing of the channels there. And exhale. And what we're going to do now is we're going to actually kind of give ourselves a little bit of an opportunity to let go of anything that we're kind of feeling about money, about finances, about wealth, about opportunities. And we're going to be doing an exercise called Fists of Anger. I also do this one every day. So it's just a good opportunity to kind of clear out any negative emotions. You know, often we're told to kind of like, you know, be love and light, but actually we want to give them a space to have their moment. And so 3 minutes every day allows that. Well, 3 minutes in this exercise now will allow that. But with this one, I would like you to have it kind of with prosperity, wealth, money, whatever you're feeling. You're going to use this as an opportunity to let go of any of those energies. You're welcome to stay in a cross-legged position, but I also like to do this one in rock pose, which is when you're up on your knees. And that just gives my knees an opportunity to move position. And what we're going to do now is we're going to have our hands, you're going to place your thumb to touch the pinky mound, and you're going to make a fist. We're going to be doing this backwards motion here with a heavy breath that's in and out of the mouth. So you're on the clock, let's go. So keep going, and as you're going, just kind of make sure the diaphragm is moving there. You're really wanting to use the diaphragm to push this energy out. We're bringing up anything negative to kind of give it its space, and then to let go, to release into the ethers, to be transmuted by the energy around us. So keep going. So you maybe think about anything to do with money. Maybe it's like a bill that's just come in that you weren't expecting. Maybe it's that you didn't get the pay rise from the boss, or you're really not struggling a little bit to get enough clients to make your freelance or entrepreneurial business off the ground. Just let it go. It might be, you know, the fact that you grew up in a family that didn't have a lot of wealth. It can be old, it can be karmic. Just if it's rising up, I want you to let it go and let it out with that breath. And we're just here for 3 minutes, so really go for it. Powerful inhale, powerful exhale. It's an equal inhale and exhale. It's the real power of releasing this energy. There may be that even beliefs about money that are coming up. There maybe there's a deep-rooted belief that you are not worthy of money, or that you can't have enough, or it's not safe to spend it. Let that go. One more minute here. Really go for that diaphragmatic breath. Last 15 seconds, go for it. Power, powerful breath, more powerful arms. And I want you to bring your hands together, bring them overhead. Your fingers are interlaced, and now you're just going to flip that switch. And now positive energy of white light all around you, expanding, transmuting the energy you've just released. And exhale, and once more, hands in position. Deep inhale, imagining that bright white light all around you, expanding, creating, attracting. Exhale, and one more. Again, the bright white light, lighter this time, brighter, bigger, bolder. This exercise is great at allowing you to have your negative emotions and then flip the switch and turn them off and let them go and flip back into a positive mindset. And exhale. Excellent work. So now that we kind of got a clear channel now to receive, we're going to start the prosperity meditation. So back into a cross-legged position or easy pose, whatever's comfortable for you. If for some reason you're not comfortable on the floor, you can do this from a chair. Just use your kind of discernment to decide what's best for you. There shouldn't be anything where you're really pushing yourself to any point of pain. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start with the meditation for inner strength, kind of allowing the space for these transmissions to come in, for this attraction, for the universe to kind of gift you what it's ready to gift you. You just kind of have to get out your own way, right? So we're going to use this one to kind of straighten the mind, get you into the right gear, kind of pointing in the right direction. So if you've been kind of reversing, the recent energy has meant that some old triggers have resurfaced. And instead of kind of holding on to that, we're now going to just pivot you towards, okay, well, where am I going? What do I want to do with this? Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using, we call these the Jupiter fingers. These are the index fingers, they're going to be touching. And then we call this the moon mount, and they're going to be touching. We're going to be doing it coming in like this, and your right thumb will be on the bottom, so your right thumb will be closer to the ground. And then this way, you're going to have them tapping here. And we're going to be using a mantra, we're playing along, so you're going to be joining in and following along with the mantra. And the mantra is HUD, which is spelled H-A-R, but actually the sound you're making is H-U-A-D, H-U-D, more like HUD. It's a kind of a deep sound, and it's kind of tapping the roof of the mouth. And it's actually a really important part of that practice of this mantra, that movement into the tongue. These with your hands is all doing something in your neural pathways. The great thing about Kundalini yoga is that yogic science is said to be between 5,000 and 30,000 years old. And there's a lot of things within the practice that are really about resetting your neural pathways for success, for prosperity, for a calmer lifestyle. So it's one of the real benefits, and it's why you can feel really good after 3-minute exercise. You can feel really good and feel a difference. It's certainly what got me hooked. So what we're going to do now, we're going to be bringing these hands together, making the sound in line with the music, and we're just going to be doing this for 3 minutes. So pretty easy, right? So let's get us set up with the music. So get ready. It's going to take about 20 seconds before it comes in. Ready? HUD, 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 HUD. The eyes with the tip of the nose just slightly open, and the hands are in front of the heart space. HUD, 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 HUD. Keep going. I like to think of it almost like when we're bringing it down and the moon mounts are touching, that we're actually bringing in, kind of catching the wealth. HUD, 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 HUD. Right thumb underneath, don't forget. HUD, 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 HUD. It's stimulating the brain for change. HUD, 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 hud. Make sure that roof of the mouth, you're hitting with the tongue. Hud, 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 hud. Last 30 seconds. Really go for it. Hud, 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 hud. Okay, we're going to change things up now. We're still using the same song. This time you're going to bring your hands into a fist. You're touching back under there, pinky mound, right into a fist. Actually, that's not true. We're actually going to do, before we do that, is we're going to make the fingers like steel, bring them up to 6 degrees, and we're just crossing them over. Eyes are closed. And you're just crossing them over first into the front and then the back. So we're alternating. And this time you're mentally chanting the mantra. You're going in front of the third eye here as you're crossing the hands, first left, then right in front. Keep that mantra going in the mind. I'm going to give you a little tip now. If at any point the arms are too much for you, you can put them down, but a way to keep the image going in your mind of the crisscrossing, shake them out and then bring them up as soon as you can. Your brain doesn't know the difference between you doing something and imagining something, so use that to your advantage only if your arms are really tired. Last minute. I like to think of this kind of like calling in the wealth. You might be tired, but keep going, you've got this. Okay, now we're going to bring it into those fists. So thumbs, you've had the teaser, now we're here for real. Bringing the thumbs in, making a fist. You're going to be up and you're going to do a backwards motion. And we're going with this. We're going instead of hud, we're now going God, 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 God. Your eyes are closed. Now if you find the word God triggering, I want you to let it go. Intention in this is whatever you call source, the universe, God. However you refer to it, we're calling in, bringing in the generating, the organizing, the delivering system of the universe, and calling it in for our benefit, our prosperity. You're going to chant God from the navel. God, 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 God. Those fists are tight. Almost the spine should be shaking with this. Spine. God, 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 go for it. God, 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 call it in. God, 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 God. 1 minute left. God, 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 God. You can do it. God, 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 God. We're generating, we're organizing, we're delivering, we're calling it in. God, 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 God. Last 10 seconds. You can do it. God, 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 God. All right, shake out the arms. Okay, shake them out. You've done really well. We're still using the hands now, but nothing up for a moment. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be using the mantra Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Don't worry if you don't know it straight away. You're going to be able to kind of pick it up because we're doing this for 3 minutes. And the way that we're going to be doing it is we're going to be having the right hand in front, sorry, the left hand in front and the right hand behind, and we're making this kind of chopping movement. So the left hand comes up and the right hand comes down. I'm doing this with that movement, Had Hare Hari Waheguru. And we're doing this as a way to kind of cut the karmic ties of anything that's kind of held us back from not having the prosperity that we deserve and is free to us and is useful to us. So we're going to get started now. Oops, clock's gone. And we're going to click off 3 minutes there. Okay, so ready? Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Close the eyes. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari. The really low monotone voice here. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Keep going. Now we're cutting off those ties, those karmic reasons where maybe we haven't had the prosperity we deserve. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Now whisper. Whistle. Keep cutting those ties. Okay. Take a deep breath, shake anything that needs to be shook. And we're going to do the last part now. So we're here for 3 minutes again. You're going to place your left hand parallel to the ground in front of the heart space and your right hand on top. And we're doing what's known as the 1 minute breath. And this is going to be you're inhaling for an equal number of counts, holding for an equal number of counts, and exhaling for an equal number of counts. Now, 1 minute breath is, that means it's possibly 20, 20, 20. But for me, that's tough. Even after a year of Kundalini, that's very tough for me to do. So I start maybe with 10 or 12 seconds. Inhale, hold 12 seconds, and then exhale 12 seconds. Whatever it is, those 3 parts are equal. You just do the best you can, but at least 10 seconds, up to 20 seconds. So hands in front, left on the bottom, right on the top, and the clock's on. We're now going 3 minutes here. Just a nice calming breath here. I'm going to inhale and then hold. And then exhale. And then repeat. Just do that at your own pace. Consider this an opportunity to kind of reset and to be calm around how you feel about prosperity, about wealth, about abundance coming to you. Keep breathing. And we're only here for 3 minutes. The arms may feel a little bit tired, but we need to keep concentrating on keeping the arms parallel to the ground. Make sure your spine is straight, your chin is tightly tucked. You may be able to add a second or two as you're doing that. Body's getting used to the breath. One more minute. Likely a last round. And then when you're ready, you can Shake the arms out when you finish your last round. So thank you for joining in those 3 parts. Just before we move on, I just want you to just take a moment here, close the eyes, take some 3 deep breaths. Just feel the difference in the body. Feel the difference in the expansion you've created through your breath, through the mantra, through your movement, and how you've created a clearer channel to the universe. And I invite you now to either stay seated but get comfortable, or to lie down if that's more comfortable for you. I'm going to be doing about 5 minutes of light language. If you haven't heard of light language before, it's a language from the cosmos, so from the universe. There's lots of different ones. And my key one that I will channel is really great at removing limiting blocks and beliefs. So I'm using it today to support what we've been working on, which is keeping a clear channel for prosperity to come in, to be received, to create the expansion within the body, within the cells. And the great thing about light language is it bypasses kind of the bias that we have around our own language, what we believe about a word, the emphasis on language, on intonation, all of that gets to go. And your ego is going to be like, what is this? But it doesn't matter. Your soul understands it, and at cellular level you understand it. And what I'm able to do, because we've created space with the movement first, is we've created space for the light and the energy to kind of go into the cells, and once there to expand and to create the movement, the momentum, the energy required for you to be able to now go away and go, okay, I'm in a more prosperous headspace and I'm ready to receive. And that's what we really want to get out of this practice today. So comfortable, close your eyes. You're going to be just regular breath. You just want to be as comfortable as possible. And I'm going to now start the light language. Beginner to ko kina yana mokore kirkirkene mora to ke aina yara to kirkirkene mora ko yana mokore kine ko yara yara to ka ayana to kirkirkene mora ko or ko yana to ke yana moko kin yara to ko yana ta ki to kina mora ke yara kara yana mo bekenna yara to ko kina to ke inni yara ko tikka kina yara to ko kirkirkene mosti ke yana ina ko ke yana ta ka mo yara to ko kini yara ta ka mo to kina yana ta karki yana to ko kire kare mo yana to ko kire ka mo to kire kare yana mo to yana ta kire ta yana tira kare kare mo kire yana ta kire kire mo to kire kire ta ta kina mo to kire kire kare mo te kina yana ya amo yana ta ai yana to ko kire kire yana itu kina yana ro mi yana ta kire kare mo ku yana ta kire kare ma a to ko te kire mo ku kire ta kare kire yana yana to ko kina yana Porque ayana uitera taka taka ngimo yana taki inegara to ko ya ayana to ko kino ko muira taka kania yana to ko yana ayana to ko kira muira taka to ko muira taka kina kana yana ko yana porque tia muy yana ti por que yana mo kira to ko yana taka kana ko yana yana yara to ko yana to ke yana na to ko yana yana to ko yana to ko mo yana to ayana to ko to ko yana Witti kerja yana to ko yana yara to kerja mo ita to ken yara to ko ti yana yara to ko yana ta kerja mo Witti kana yara to ko ti ni kerja mo ko kerja ti kana kerja ko mo ita to yana to kerja ara to ini to ko yana Yeah, I noticed the kind of yana to kira yana o yana tara mukuto ke kira mo to ke yana to kira yana to kira yana to ko porque yana to kira mu yana ta kita o de kana yana ta mu yana ta kita kira mo yana ta kira o de kana yana ta yana to kira mo yana to kira yana to ko yana ta kira yana yana to ko kita ko de kira mo yana ta kira mo yana ta kira yana to ko kira yana ta ke mo de yana ay yana to y to re yana yana wutti kira yana porque ni yana to kira yana ta ke amuya And I ask you to touch the third eye, touch between the eyebrow point, and just to give permission for this to go deeper into the cells. Everything delivered today is for your best and highest good. And if you are willing to receive more energy, more light, holding the third eye, you will think to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Take a deep breath. And then you can relax the hands and continue receiving. Kina torakin na yara to korakin mo keta kerakal mo de kana yara to korakin na yata ki mo na yara kina yata to ki na yara to korakin mo ta ena ta ayana de kin yita mo kita kina yara ta amo de ke kerakal mo ina ta kita kritu ya mo yana to kerakal mo yana to korakin ni yara mo keta kerakal porque ni ana de ta yana ta keta ko mo yana yara ta kerakal mo ummo to kina kerakal mo ko de la yara mo to ki yana yara to ya amo to ki kerakal mo ayana. Ask you now to place your hands in a triangle in front of the throat chakra. I'm feeling a lot of blocks collectively around asking for assistance, asking for what you want for prosperity, and speaking about what it is, and actually allowing your voice its space to really put it out there into the universe what it is you're collaborating. Perhaps you're journaling, perhaps you're kind of imagining and vision boarding, but are you speaking and making it clear verbally what you want? Take a deep inhale and imagine a blue light coming through the hands, through the triangle into the throat chakra. It's kind of a turquoise blue light that comes in, it hits the back of the throat, and then it almost drops down the back, down the spine, almost like liquid, thick liquid dripping down, coating everything, coating every chakra in the lower areas, and kind of allowing and accessing those points for you to be able to request what it is that you want to receive, what you want to manifest, what you want to call in. And this blue light is available to you at any point in the future for you to kind of hit a reserve of. It's almost kind of like storing into your body like thick, like honey. And like you can go into a pot of honey and take a teaspoon out for whatever it is that you need. You can do the same with this blue energy. Take a deep, deep inhale and hold the breath. You like to think to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. You're going to hold the breath as long as you can, repeating that mantra, I allow. Allowing the expansion of this energy into the body to give you the momentum you require. And when you can no longer hold your breath, you're going to release the hands, release the breath, and relax. And just rest the hands lightly on your knees and meditate on how you're feeling. And I want you to be conscious now. You're leaving this class. Maybe this is the one and only time you do this, or maybe you decide you want to do the 40-day challenge and do it every day. Whatever you want to decide, you've created expansion inside of yourself. And so your job now is to be the observer. It's to observe what it is that has been happening for you from this moment forwards, with the abundance and prosperity and wealth coming your way. And to notice what's different. And it might be just the tiniest things, an upgrade on your coffee from medium to large without anyone, without having to pay for it. It might be getting to the counter at a clothing store and finding that there's 50% off the item that you just must have. It might be that the bill that you got in the mail that made you so mad before gets covered by somebody in your family. Whatever it is, you're going to now start paying attention to what's different and start seeing, collecting the evidence of where you're now gaining more prosperity in your life. And now I'm just ask you to bring your hands into prayer position so we can close this session out. Again, lightly touching at the chest, arms pressed together. We're going to close ourselves out with 3 long satnams. And satnam is your reminder that you are your own divine truth sphere. That everything that you need is within you, and you just need to ask and access it. So we're going to do 3 together. Inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Satnam. Thank you so much for joining today and participating in creating a collective vibration that's higher than what we started with. If you would like to stay in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram at Zoe Mac Energy, so ZoeMacenergy. You can find also my group, the Healers Collab. If you're a healer, Reiki practitioner, Kundalini witch, tarot card reader, whatever you're doing that is about raising the vibes or bringing the light, you're welcome to join the Healers Collab Facebook group and to join in a space for us to work together, to collaborate, to practice, experiment, whatever feels good in a very safe environment. So thank you so much for joining me. I really look forward to maybe receiving a comment for you in how this experience was for you and what you noticed is different over the next few days. As there has been both energy work and light language, I ask you drink a lot of water today and tomorrow. And if you would like more of the light language, then you're welcome when you go to bed tonight to request an upgrade. It's basically requested to come through and you kind of get a second wave. Most people do sleep better after the light language as well. If you would like your own light language session, then please reach out to me on Zoe Mac Energy on Instagram, or you can message me. I'll put the details below on how to email me to book a session. And you have about 4 or 5 modalities to choose from that work best with what you're working through, but it really fast tracks that process for you. And so I would love to assist you with a one-on-one for that. But thank you very much, and peace out, Satnam, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about your prosperity now. Thank you.